Hello and welcome to another section. In this section, we are going to build a client-server activation system. So it consists of two separate programs. One is the CrackMe client. So let's start the client. So a CrackMe client requires you to enter the serial key and then supposed to click the activate license, and is supposed to connect to the server for activation. And before activation, the status here reads unregistered. After activation, it should read registered. So the other part is the activation server. So let's see what it does. So the activation server, when you click on start, you will see the status here shows server started, and then you're supposed to now connect to it using a client. So if you key in the wrong serial, and you click activate license, it says wrong serial, and then on the server side it also shows wrong serial received. So let's now try to, and here it still shows unregistered. Let's enter the correct serial. Click activate license. Oh, it's still wrong. Alright, so let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate license. Correct key. And now you see the status has changed to registered. You can close it, and here on the server side it also shows the status correct serial received. So this is how a client-server activation system can be created. So what happens is, when you click on activate license, the client will send the serial key to the server. The server will then check whether it's correct. If it is correct, the server will then send a message to the client saying the serial key is correct. However, if after checking the server finds that the serial key is wrong, it will send another message to tell the client that it is wrong serial key. So this is how the communication works. So let's get started. We will first build we will build the client first. So let's open Builder, C++ Builder, click on File, New. Click on Windows VCL application, and then here let's change the name. Right click and rename this project as client, and then over here select the release build, and then we can set the icon. So we can download proper icon from icon archive. So search for computer and download this icon. After you have downloaded it, just cut it and put it in your new project folder, which we are going to create now. So go to this course project folder and create a new folder. Call it 10-client and paste your icon inside. Now let's go back to your CrackMe and let's set everything. We will right click on the client exe and go to options. Then we will select the C++ linker and uncheck this, link with dynamic RTL. Then scroll down and also uncheck runtime packages and uncheck this. Then let's set the icon, so click on icons and click load icon. And then over here, go to your C++ folder for this project. Open the client folder and click on the icon. Click OK, and then click, and before you click save, go to appearance and let's set the style to Iceberg Classical. Iceberg Classical. Iceberg Classical looks like this, Iceberg Classical. So now make sure it's also selected down here and click Save. Now we set the icon for this form. Right click, or no, just click left click and then go to the icon, click on the three dots and load the icon that you have downloaded. Then the caption on the form, let's change it to client. Next we will save everything, click File, Save All, and scroll to your client folder, click Save, Save again, Save again. Next we are going to add a group box. Click on group box and put it in the form, and the title of the caption we are going to put Enter Serial. So click on that and change the caption to Enter Serial. Then we are going to put an edit here, a button and a label. So let's select edit from the palette here. So this is your edit. Let's click on it, and the text, just delete the text and let's rename it. So go down, look for the name property and call it Edit Serial. Next we'll put the button here, so go to the palette and select the button and click inside here. Let's change the name for the button, let's call it BTN Activate. And the caption, scroll up and look for the caption property and change it to Activate. Next we put a label here to show the status, so click on label from the palette and click the form. And for the caption, just say unregistered. And then for the name, let's change it, go down to name, let's call it label status. Okay, so we got everything. Now one more thing, we need to add a client, TCP client. So just search for client in here and look for the Indie client, this one, Indie client. So click on this Indie client here and click in anywhere in the form. This is an invisible component. It will not be visible when the program runs. So let's rename the Indie client. This is the connection that will be used. This is the object that will create a connection to the server. So let's click on it and rename it. So go down here and call it TCP client. Okay, so we've done that. Now we are going to set the client host. The host will be 127.0.0.1, which is the loopback address for localhost, the local computer. 127 is a special IP for connecting to any programs that are running on the existing same machine as your client, which is your current computer that you're running this program in. So now the port, go down to port and choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after setting these two, let's now create a handler for for the button. Okay, so just double click on activate, and in here we create a connection using the TCP client. Connect. And then we use the socket method to write, send to the server whatever the user has entered. Then we'll read the response from the server and store it in the integer called integer response. We will use the TCP client the socket object and read an integer 32 byte integer, 4 byte integer. And then over here we are going to convert the integer to string. So we create a string first to say the server response or server string. Use the function into string and pass in the integer that we receive. Then we will test if the server response is equal to 1. So this is the predetermined code. 1 means that the serial key is correct. So if the serial key is correct, then we are going to set the label status caption right here. The server should be server string, not server response. Set the caption to registered. However, if the message that comes back is other than 1, means that it is a wrong serial key. We will set the status to, let's copy this and paste it in here. We will set the status to unregistered. We will also show a message box. If the serial key is correct, then we want to say something in a pop-up message box, and this is a Unicode, so put L in front and say correct key and thank you as the caption, and put one OK button and also put an asterisk icon. Then we will copy this and paste it in here. We will show another message for the wrong serial key. Say wrong serial, and then for the caption we say error, and for the icon we are going to show an error icon. Okay, so to recap, when you click on the button activate, it will connect to the server, send whatever the user key in after converting the string to an integer, and then wait for the server. So when the server replies, you are going to read the integer that comes back from the server and store it in the variable. Then you convert the integer to string and store it in server string, and then compare whether it's 1. If the string is 1, it means your serial key is correct. then you change the caption to registered and also show a message box, correct key. However, if the server string is other than 1, for example if it's 0, that means it's a wrong serial, and so you will show unregistered and show a message to tell the user wrong serial. So let's build this now. Let's save everything first, save all, and let's build it by running this. Yeah, so we have it here, the client, and we can try to click something and you see there will be an error because the server is not running. So you get an error. So we now have to build a server. So let's go and extract the exe from the release folder before we build the server. So go here and go to your project folder and go to the release folder, and that is your exe file. So just copy it, and maybe you can put it on your desktop. Let's close this now. We'll put it on top here. So this is our new one. Right, so now we are going to build the server. We'll do that in the next lesson. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.